started this project very recently, as you can tell. Call it The Cut, because I want to call men out. Men like my friends. Thinking of their names right now. You guys know who you are. Men like my boys. Young men. 12 and 15. There are things that we have to go through that we need to cut out. I think of the term cutting in the gym, what that means. Sometimes there's a bulking season, there's a cutting season. I'm not a gym guy, but I resonate with the idea of cutting. There's one thing I haven't wanted to cut. I've always negotiated with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't technically think I have a problem, but I feel like the Holy Spirit, which is who is leading me individually, is asking me, Brandon, am I enough? Am I enough to sustain you here? What am I talking about? Oh man, I don't even want to say it. Alcohol. Do I think I have a drinking problem? Honestly, I don't. Do I think I have an altar with alcohol and a coping problem? Yeah. Yeah, it may not rule me. I may not get into a bad way when I drink. But if my altar, at the end of the day, when it's really hard, or when me and my wife aren't getting along, is a bottle and not my father. Man. So if I'm going to create this side project and not be willing to do the cut myself, who am I kidding? I should just stop now, right? Not feeling guilt or shame about that. This is just true for me. The Lord's been drawing me in this area, and man, it's... can't even begin to explain to you the weight of what it feels like. Some of you might comment and be like, yeah, bro, sounds like you have a drinking problem. Sure. Whatever. The reality is I like to cope. I've struggled with alcohol, marijuana. Had a season of my life where I abused all the drugs many years ago. It's always been present. But the Lord's redeemed me. He's brought me on this journey, and He's a kind Father. He's a loving Father, and He's not requiring me to give up all of the good things that I enjoy, but He's asking me if I'm willing to let Him in. I sat downstairs and stared at my computer for an hour before coming up to post this, because I know the weight of making a decision. So, this is it. This is the cut. I feel challenged. I feel like the Holy Spirit, personally, not for you, not for anybody else, but for me, is asking me, am I enough to sustain you? So I'm letting go. So today is day 1 of 365 days of sobriety. To be clear, you will see me smoke a cigar. I am not, I like cigars. I'm not feeling called to not smoke a cigar every now and then. not California sober. A lot of Christians and people nowadays think that cannabis is okay. I honestly don't really have that big of a problem with it. I think anyone who drinks and points the finger at somebody who smokes is a hypocrite, and they should learn how Jesus didn't even cast a stone at the woman at the well, or the woman caught in adultery. So this is the beginning of a different season. It shouldn't change my life much. There's something about the relationship with alcohol that I feel like, I feel like the Lord wants me to let him be enough for a season. Maybe it'll turn into more, but right now I'm gonna focus on what I feel called to do, led to do, required to do by myself. Not because God is requiring it of me. He loves me no matter what. He's loved me in all of these seasons. I'm going to Puerto Rico soon. I've got events and things that I want to do, and it's always hard to think about doing those and not having that beverage that everyone gets to have to loosen up. Had a family reunion this year, and it was so hard because there were so many people I didn't know, and I was doing a 45 days sober, and it sucked not having something to loosen up to, because everybody else gets to loosen up and let their walls down a little bit, and I'm kind of having to just deal with some of the structure of my mind while everyone else was able to loosen up. So it's there's something there. So I'm going to lead by example. This is Brandon Rizzo. This is day 1 of 365 days of sobriety. Not because of any other reason than I want to know the Lord more. I want to be closer to his heart. And this is a prodding he has placed in my life for many years that I've been dancing with. I'm willing to go a little bit. 30 days here, 45 days there. No, I'm all in. So this isn't going to turn into Alcoholics Anonymous. It's not my thing. This isn't what this post is about. It's more about my relationship with the Lord and what he's calling me into. And this is accountability. I'm going to try to post on this channel multiple times a week. They make it short, updating you on where I'm at. Yeah. Jesus is enough. Father, Holy Spirit, I give this to you, Lord, right now in this moment. Not being a show. This is just my relationship with the Lord, so judge me. Holy Spirit, I give this area to you. I give the altar of alcohol, of coping, to you, Father. I lay it down. I remind myself that Jesus paid the price on the cross for all of the hard things and all the things that I want to run from. And I give it to you. So we'll be back. This is Brandon Rizzo, day 1 of 365. I'm excited to see what is going to happen here and how the Lord's going to use this to reveal his love to me in new ways. I'm here. I'm all in.